Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today's another general. We're just extending this from all the individual signs. Okay, so take what resonates, leave the rest. This will just be what's in the energy guidance, and we're going to get an overall from the messages from your animal spirit guides by Stephen Farmer. Okay, I may read from a book a little bit. I haven't done that a long time, so that it gives you an idea of what's up. And then we'll do like a little mini spread, past, current, and looking forward energy, as well as getting some final guidance from the Wisdom of the House of the Night, or that I call the Nyx deck. Okay, so we'll see what taps in for you. We're going to do this by element. Okay, so we'll start with all the fire signs, then go on to earth, and then air, and then water. So it'll be grouped together. This will be for your sun, your moon, and your rising. So check out every placement, okay? See what resonates for you. I'll have them all time stamped in the description box, okay? Let's get started. All right, fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittariuses. Let's see what your overall energy is. And the animal itself could be of significance to you in some way. If I happen to notice which zodiac it might be, I'll let you know, okay? You might have to look up the dates and whatnot to see if it matches anyone in your situation, what this could be about. Okay. Could also just be a sign or synchronicity at this time, as well as a personal identifier. Okay, so take it how it resonates. One, please, Spirit. All right, you have the blue heron. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. I do believe Osiris was a heron, a blue one at that. So that may be significant to you at this time. Maybe there's some sort of renewal. Make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. Let's see what else it says about the blue heron. All right. Let's see. Words associated with this: autonomy, dignity, self-determination, balance, gracefulness, peacefulness, resolve, uniqueness, illumination, independence, boundaries, exploration, fluidity, self-reliance, dignity, and deliberateness. Knew I got that renewal vibe. Osiris energy big time. Okay. Trust your deepest sense of knowing what the right action is and do it. And don't rely on others to tell you what to do or how to act. Not everyone will approve of the decisions you make, and if your choice goes against the grain of what people expect from you, you'll no doubt run into strong criticism and judgment. Stand still, look around, and breathe. You're doing just fine in spite of others' assessments of you. Besides, your greatest and most fulfilling support will come from that place inside that guides you by revealing signs that tell you what path to follow. Heeding these signs helps your soul be in alignment with Spirit's intent for you, your spirit, higher self, right? As well as the universe in general, because it's all one. You may have to get both feet wet in the water and wade through the dredges of other people's disapproval. So maybe there's a water sign in the midst for you. I'm also seeing green and blue and orange on that card, so it may have something to do with your sacral chakra, throat chakra, and heart chakra. Okay, your sacral chakra is all about your divine feminine energy, right? What you create, birth, new ideas, birth in general, pregnancy, right? It's all your feminine self-care, self-healing practices. The heart chakra is what connects you to everything, right? It's where unconditional love vibrates really through. And then your blue for your throat chakra, communication, listening, that sort of thing. So this may have a lot to do with something that had been communicated. Does look like there's only a little bit of communication there with the blue pond, right? Like there's not a lot of water there. There's more green and orange, okay? So there may be some care and nurturing in this situation. You may have to get both feet wet in the water and wade through the dredges of other people's disapproval. Practical optimism and clarity of purpose will always dissipate any tendencies towards cynicism or self-pity. Trust in your inner knowing and let that be the source of your strength to help you keep moving forward. Okay, so let's see what pops up For our fire signs, Spirit. That was really good. I like that. There may be a chance to kind of completely rebirth a situation or go from one ending of one way of doing things and have a birth of a new, right? But you're going to definitely have to be in that sacral and that heart chakra space to do it and effectively communicate, right? It may be that you might have to provide some boundaries or, stand up for what you believe in, right? What you know. All right, Spirit. So let's look at the past energy for our fire signs here. I'll just go ahead and get these cards pulled, all right? While I'm here. Okay. And current energy. All right. Ooh, okay, that makes sense. And forward energy, looking forward. Up next. All right. And advice. Final guidance. All right. I can see that. That's awesome. All right. Okay. So your past energy, you have number 50. Numbers could be significant for you as well. The moon. Cancer Pisces energy as well. All about your intuition, right? So this is your past energy. Let me get there. Give me a sec. All right. Past energy. Trust your gut. Your instincts and intuition will lead the way through darkness. So perhaps in the past you had been doing that. Sometimes people will say one thing and you have a weird feeling that they mean something else altogether. So maybe that had happened in the past as well. And maybe there might be, maybe just be a cause of creating some sort of miscommunication, right? And perhaps that's where the judgment came from. So it's also about clarity too. You have this power. You are being asked to use it now. All right. So whatever it was in the past, you had to use your intuition to see through a situation, even if it seems like it wasn't reciprocated on the other end, okay? In the current energy, you have number 9, chaos. A storm is brewing, so maybe a storm going on right now. And misunderstandings are all too common as chaos swirls around your life right now. You have nothing to fear. After the storm, the air is cleared and life will begin anew, even better than before. Again, with that renewal, right? The silly thing is, if you refuse to take shelter, you will get soaked, and you may have to repair a lot of damage. If you created the chaos, you will have to clean it up. But if others are the cause, you must step out of it and wait out the storm. You will be glad you did. A good thing to say to yourself is, no drama. Okay? No drama. All right, moving forward, energy. You have number 13, summon. Oof. So moving forward, you might have to step out some drama and focus on yourself, right? This is a ritual card. This is a practice spirituality card. This is a create your own magic card, right? So when you choose this card, it's as simple to create a ritual and to connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward, okay? So there may be a little time to just kind of kick back. You might have to take yourself out of this chaos, right? For a hot minute, go into hermit mode, figure it out what it is you want to summon, okay? How do you communicate with your powers? Now is the time to pray or meditate or to acknowledge the sacred in every experience, whatever it is for you, right? Don't take your next step lightly. You have the power to summon your spirit, summon your courage, and summon the divine, okay? You're inquiring about something important, so maybe you're trying to see through this situation and you're not quite certain. Maybe you might want to do some practices that will kind of really, really clear the air, right, of that storm, okay? Or at least give you something else to do to distract you from this situation, okay? Breathe and wait for a sign before you act. So you could be maybe working more on your intuition and stuff at this time, okay? Really developing clairs, maybe practices that are similar to that, okay? All right. And your final guidance, card number 42 breaks down to a 6, confidence. This is your advice. You got this. Now go tackle it, kick ass. There are a few who have chosen confidence and courage to live forever. Oof, love it. There is one such immortal being who has kept this oracle safe in a castle in the Isle of Skye to be given to you when the time is right. This time is now. The world needs you. Much is going to be asked of you as you move through your life's challenges and receive gifts. Know that you've been chosen and that you have everything you need right now to make that right decision. Okay, so it's not like you need to gain anything new. You just need to work on what you already have, right? And you might have to summon more of it. Walk with your head held high and take the next step towards your goal with confidence. The divine will be with you every step of the way. Your spirit channel, right? So have confidence to summon, all right? There you go. Love it. This is so great. Okay. So no matter what drama's going on, you got this. Stay out of the mess. Focus on what you need for you to elevate. All right. Definitely renewal coming. All right. There you go. Have a good one. Bye. Check your other placements too. Okay. All right. Now for our earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns. Let's see what your overall energy is. And then we'll get your spread going. I haven't done a spread in a while, so bear with. Especially with this deck. Okay, these two decks I haven't worked with much. All right. All right. You have Gorilla. Lots of blue and green there. Heart chakra, throat chakra, okay? Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially family members. So this may have something to do with family. Let's get some identifier keywords here for you. Intelligence, peacefulness, family, strength, nobility, generosity, gentleness, calmness, vegetarianism. That might be an identifier. Perhaps with a particular vegetarian family member, maybe. Loyalty, patience, dexterity, steadiness, scrutiny, and conversation. The bond between family members can gradually decay and become stultified. Ooh, what a great word. Unless it's continually nourished with loving attention. And one of the simplest yet most elegant ways of showing that attention is to listen compassionately to those you care about the most. So perhaps that would indicate this might be somebody you might be a little estranged from or has been estranged from you, okay? Otherwise, you risk taking them for granted, assuming that they will always be there and that you know that you love them. Take time to have a conversation, starting with relatively superficial topics, then moving into more in-depth personal themes, adding your own tidbits, but primarily focusing on what the other person has to say. Now, Spirit's suggesting this card in that way. There may be a layered upgrade going on, like in that specific way, either for you or them, okay? There may be some sort of message through people. Sometimes we get messages through people without them even knowing it, right? So that may be going on, and it has to be done in this kind of way, right? Starting with superficial topics and moving into more in-depth personal themes, adding your own tidbits. So you may find that this conversation is going to become quite layered and at the same time enlightening, either for you or them or both, okay? Show your spouse, partner, children, parents, or elders you love. So any one of those connections could be an identifier by listening and really hearing what they have to say about how they feel and what they think. This not only generates a deeper, more lasting affection between you and the other person, but far exceeds glibly saying, I love you, with no real feeling behind it. People are constantly changing and evolving, adding new experiences and insights. Who someone is today, while built on a foundation of core self, changes and is continuously elaborating on that core self. Find the newness and freshness in those you love, which includes both your biological and marital families, I can't even say that word, as well as your close friends whom you've informally adopted as family, okay? So I can give you an indication there. So let's pull a little spread for you from the next deck, Wisdom of the House of the Night. All right, Spirit, let me just pull the cards. Get me through in a sec here. Let's get past energy, please. Okay. Current energy. Okay. Oh, I love it. And forward looking, forward moving energy. Okay. And advice. Final guidance. All right. All right. In the past, you have number 29, movement. Pretty self-explanatory. Breaks down to an 11. That's a manifestation number. 11 or 29 could be significant to you right now. Okay. I was actually going to look at number 11. I don't know why I was going there. What is on it? Complicated. Okay, so something may be complicated. All right. That means something. 29. Movement. This is a time of change and movement and a symbol for wonderful surprises. So maybe something had been begun moving in the past, right? And perhaps it was complicated too. All right. So something you had been waiting for, needing clarity, you'll get the answers you thought would never come, and you will move closer to things that were out of reach before. Predicting a trip. Could be about a trip, okay? Or a change of scene and a real shift in direction of life. Wonderful change is now possible. This is a time to make moves. So maybe moves had been made in the past, more recent past, okay? In the current energy, you have 44, playful. 44 is a card of foundation, stability, and protection, okay? And playful really talks about just going out and having fun. Maybe that was it, something fun. Current, you having fun right now. You tapping into your inner child, doing fun things that you would have loved as a kid. Life is not always so serious. Choosing this symbol means it's time to lighten up and be playful, right? So maybe whatever was moving and complicated felt too serious. Okay, so current energy. Smile, go do something fun. Life has a way of answering all questions when you're not looking. Wouldn't it be better if you were enjoying your life rather than just sitting around waiting for what you want to happen? Don't take things so seriously. It's time to lighten up and be playful. The fun is about to start. So in the current energy, fun will begin. Okay. So moving forward, number 42. Confidence. And I can't pronounce her name. Skiach. All right. Confidence and courage going forward, okay? This is your time. The time is now. The world needs you. Much is going to be asked of you as you move through life's challenges and receive gifts. So maybe actually during the play, be receiving gifts too. Okay, that you have everything you need to make the right decisions. Walk your head held high and take the next step towards your goal with confidence. All right? You have the support of the ethers. They're with you always, okay? Final guidance you have is number 8, a vision, Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Where is it? There it is. No matter what you lose in your life, something better will replace it, okay? So if you have to leave things behind, that's all right. If you have to leave something behind, you clear the way for something better, even if it's just taking a loss on a grudge or resentment or something, right? Like picking your battles, right? All right. Even if a loss feels devastating at the moment, you'll still have so much to gain. The magical vision that you will receive here gives you the temporary power to see the future as a vast place, full of possibility and potential. To know the future is to be prepared. Interesting. Keep suggesting to pull another card, so I think I will, to know what it's about. So I think I'll do that. What is this about? To know what it's in reference to. Ooh, taking leaps of faith. Number 31, risk. It's also weighing whether or not the reward is worth the risk, right? So not hedging all your bets in one place, but really evaluating where you want to go. But also just take a leap of faith into the unknown of what you don't know, right? About the situation. There may be something there, and you can have fun doing it, right? Like maybe it's something you haven't never done before that you've wanted to try, but you're too scared to. As far as whatever's playful to you, do it. All right? There you go, guys. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one. Bye. All right, air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what we got for you. I haven't done it this way in a while, but Spirit's guiding me to do it this way. So I'm like, all right, overall energy from the Animal Spirit Guides by Stephen Farmer. I'll go ahead and read from the book because that's what Spirit wants. I'm like, all right. There may be key words in there that might help identify the situation for you as well. So let's get one, please. And doing a spread with the next deck. That's unusual. You know me, I free flow. Like loosey-goosey, whatever. All right. Zebra. Ooh, orange and green is predominant here, aside from, the zebra having to be black with white stripes, right? Okay. So you got sacral chakra and heart chakra energy here, okay? Let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. All right. Whatever this is about, zebra might be a favorite animal of someone in it. Or you could be seeing a zebra and it would make sense. Whatever's going on around you. Doesn't have to be a zebra in real life, in real time. It could also just be an image of it on like a show or something, right? Or someone's sticker on the back of their car. All right. So we're going to do a past, present, and future with advice spread spirit using the next deck here. What's in the past energy for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, please? Okay. What's in the current energy? Okay. And what's in the looking forward, future energy? Okay. And advice. Alrighty. Ooh, okay. That could be a good thing. All right. I'm going to read you a little more about the zebra here. I'm a mess. Sorry, guys. My desk is a mess. All right. Identifiers for the keys. It says zebra: protection, guardianship, alertness, kind-heartedness, compassion, individuality, compromise, challenge, analysis, illusion, magic. Magic might be a specific one. Or illusion, sure-footedness, confidence, changes, and agility. Okay. Whenever you venture into unfamiliar territory, it's quite natural to feel some trepidation. Your mind can create all sorts of scenarios as to what can go wrong. Doubts and uncertainties may arise, and the path can seem fraught with challenge and sometimes even danger. You may find yourself stuck at times, fearful about moving ahead. Yet much of what we label as fear isn't fear. True fear is a vital instinctual response to any life-threatening situation, and is triggered not only by circumstance or events, but even more so by what you think about those circumstances or events. Stay relaxed, yet vigilant, trusting that nothing can truly harm you and that your body will provide sensory information if there is actually any danger. If there truly is any threat, then your instincts will tell you what to do. Oftentimes, fear is rooted in illusion, right? Made up by our ego. Whenever you feel an exaggerated sense of fear, triggered mainly by your thoughts, one that has little or no basis in reality, take a few slow, deep breaths, call upon spirit helpers who have provided their guidance and protection before, reach out to close friends or family members for reassurance to help you feel grounded and centered. Recall those times in the past when you did feel frightened or were endangered and not only survived but came through intact. You can also relabel fear and instead call it excitement. What a way to flip the thought, huh? Oh, I love that. As the two emotions are very similar in the way they manifest in the body, and I'm sure they probably have the same frequency. Okay. Most of all, trust your spirit guides, your instincts, and your friends to watch out for you. So those could be key identifiers as well. All right. So in your past energy, You have card number 16, breaks down to a 7, invisible. I always see this card and go, maybe you had High Priestess vibes and you had to be in a gray area. Kind of be a fly on the wall somewhere, maybe. Or maybe you didn't fit in. That's what this says. Maybe you feel like you don't fit in, as if you're invisible to others. Know that not everyone has the ability to recognize you fully, and that perhaps they are so caught up in their own stories that they can't see you. It's okay, because those who can see you are the more important companions on your path to finding your magic. Another meaning for this symbol is that the circumstances may require you to step back and remain in the shadows. So maybe that's what the energy you were in, okay? Now is not the time for you to tell all and show everyone your truth, okay? Stay hidden and watch for what others do before acting. And perhaps that's also, I wouldn't say that's like flight. That kind of reminds me of just an animal kind of hiding into their little hideaway once they perceive, predators nearby, right? That's just a normal reaction, okay? You have number 36, breaks down to a 9, in your current energy differences. The card that always makes me think of my big fat Greek wedding. So that might mean something to you. I'll tell you why. It's the apple and the orange, right? You got the black and the white, dark and light. You got 2 cats, okay? So, that could indicate 2 people that remind you of cats or cat-like behavior, right? Or it could be, 2 cats like me. But no, I always see the apple and the orange, and I always think of my big fat Greek wedding, where, like the dad is always worried about dry toast Miller family or whatever. But in the end, at the reception, he breaks down the names to, the Greek origin, right? And his last name means orange. I think it was like portocalis or something, right? And Miller breaks down to Milos, which breaks down to apple. So at the very end, it's very cute. He's just like, so you have orange, you have apple. We different, but in the end, we all just fruit. So that's every single time I see this card, that's what I hear. In a Greek accent, okay? Okay, my terrible Greek accent. All right. As your goddess, I have seen many things since the beginning of time. Know that the intricate differences between all beings are sacred and good. So you might be having some difference of opinion right now, right? You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions. Consider the difference between an orange and an apple. Both are fruit, but they are different kinds. Is one more valuable than the other? I think not. All creatures, all beings have a right to their uniqueness. Try to see and hear the other person's side if you can. So you could also be on the receiving end of this right now, okay? Then, moving forward, the moving forward energy, number 47, breaks down to an 11, individuality with Zoe here, and her beautiful little red bird. Red bird might be significant at this time. Where are you, darling? There you are. No 2 snowflakes can ever be the same. Just as you are special and unique too, this is something to celebrate. I have marked one young vampire in a way that is unique, setting her apart from all others. Choosing her symbol is important because it reminds you to reflect on your unique qualities. It also reminds you not to compare yourself with others. This is a futile exercise because no one is the same. No one's beauty greater or lesser than yours. No one's life better or less than yours. Others may seem happy doing things a certain way, but if you feel as if you're compromising yourself to fit in, okay, don't. People will love you for who you are, not someone who you're trying to be. Your task here is only to be yourself. This is a powerful sign. And red could also mean needing that root chakra strength, right? That groundedness, that sure-footedness, okay? That the zebra's all about too, okay? You may also get a message on the ground, is what I'm seeing as well. Not necessarily from a bird. So take that how it resonates, okay? Pounding pavement is what I'm thinking, right? Okay. Maybe the mailman, they pound the pavement. All right. 37 for your guidance is cycles. That's also a 10 right there. Beginning, endings. And that's what cycles is all about. What goes around comes around is the message of the symbol cycles. The moon goes from new to full in cycles, then repeat each month. Now that might also indicate a timing aspect for you as well. The next new to full moon cycle. Okay? But I don't remember which one is that. Waxing or waning, something like that. Okay. Whatever you're planning to do or reveal by asking your question will be revisited in other circumstances. Be clear about your action. You will surely meet this experience again. Remember, what goes around comes around. Like the moon that revolves around the planet, the energy that you express in your next action will orbit around you. Make sure it's a good one. So this also talks about karmic balancing and bringing back of a test of an old lesson too. So this could be just manifesting an old lesson, right? And you're actually getting tested this time as well. No, not to be fearful of it, right? Maybe just a test of your resilience and your self-confidence and your self-worth, right? And not being afraid to step up for yourself, right? If you don't fit into a situation, screw them, make your own group. Who needs the popular kids at school anyway? No, I'm kidding. Hey, if they're your bag, you're your bag. But if they're not and you don't fit in, why stick around where you're not wanted, right? Like, go make your own clique, you know? Have your own clique of one. That's what I did. All through high school, I was a clique of one. Very exclusive clique. All right, you guys. Hopefully that helps. Check out your other placements as well. Sun, Moon, Rising. All right? Bye. All right. Water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see what we got for you. What's the overall energy? What animal? Any animals and numbers could also be significant to you at this time as signs, synchronicities, identifiers, whatever it is for you. They don't have to be life path numbers or birth dates. They could also just be favorite numbers, door numbers of anybody in your situation, you included. And follow your other placements as well for more insight as well. This is a continuation from the general signs reading earlier in the week for each of your signs for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, okay? So it also maybe follow anything that's pertinent to that reading as well. All right. Overall energy from Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides by Stephen Farmer. Spirit, please and thank you. All right. Ooh. You have the cheetah. I see a lot of orange and brown. Actually, it's more brown than orange and blue. Brown is the color of your Earth Star chakra, so there may be a need to connect with nature and Gaia and get grounded and rooted, okay? Blue talks about your throat chakra, all about communication, okay? So there may be some speaking truth or listening for things that the universe is trying to tell you. Something having to do with clairaudience, perhaps, okay? Maybe even clairtangency is involved here somehow too, because of being grounded. Get clear on your intention. Stay focused and move quickly to achieve your goal. Keyword associations are focus, speed, insight, passion, swiftness, elusiveness, flexibility, efficiency, self-esteem, powerful, graceful, purposeful, energetic, sensuous, accomplishment, and directness. Okay. So it's just going for it, no vagueness, no delay. Honesty is in there as well, because you have that insight. Being graceful. All right. Stop deluding yourself by thinking that there isn't enough time. There are too many other things to do, or you're not up to the mission that's calling you to action. These and many other beliefs are delay tactics that keep you from accomplishing what you're here to do. It's much too easy to play it safe by staying caught up in the mundane dramas of life, rather than honoring your purpose, your spirit's purpose for you by making a run for it. The first step is to write out your intention as clearly as possible. Keep it nearby and create an appropriate affirmation that you can repeat several times over the course of one day or the day. One that states your intention as it's already occurred. That's how we manifest, y'all. Then write out a sequence of action steps that will help you move towards your ultimate goal. Don't be shy or hesitant to think bigger than you've previously allowed yourself. Once you've set the wheels in motion by doing these steps, it's time to move. Not in some frenetic, hurried way, but steady and purposeful, designing much of your activity to support what you need to do. In all this movement, once you've successfully achieved a significant piece, take a breather and look back at how far you've come. Give yourself a pat on the back with each step that's accomplished as a way of acknowledging your progress. Now go for it. Love it. So you're going to have to embody some of this cheetah energy. If you see any of these animals as well, or any of the numbers out there, they may be significant at this time. Seeing a cheetah or these numbers might indicate it's time to move. Whatever you're doing, get going. Could be warning you of a way out of the situation too, all right? So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and do a spread for you from the wisdom of the House of the Night. I rarely do this, so bear with. I'm usually loosey-goosey with my spreads. Whatever feels right, but Spirit wants us to do this, so there's a reason for it, okay? Let's get some past energy for our water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. All right. Ooh. Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Current energy. I get all excited. Oh, Pisces is my moon sign, so there you go. Oh, and Scorpio, you're my rising. And a couple other placements. Nice. All right. Looking forward. All right. Nice. Okay. And final guidance, Spirit. Final advice. All right. I'm going to leave that like that. We'll surprise ourselves. No, it's not a surprise to me. No, I'm kidding. All right. You have number 31, risk. 31 does break down to a 4. That is a number of foundation, stability, and protection. Okay. You have risk talks about taking leaps of faith and watching out what you're hedging your bets on, right? So there may have been that in the past, an opportunity to take a leap of faith, take a risk at something, or maybe there had been risk, right, involved in the past. A risky decision, perhaps. Okay. Where you had been asked to take a risk and try something new and different, that's possible. Rather than worry about how things will turn out, why not take the leap of faith? So maybe you did take a leap of faith, that's possible. No matter what happens, something important will be experienced. This is a sign that you can prove something to yourself, and when you accomplish it, you will be proud that you did. Of course, you probably were in that cheetah energy, right? Okay. Another meaning here is to ask yourself about your next action. Is it worth the risk you are taking? The answer is no, don't do it. If yes, you will get the wings to fly and be caught if falling, okay, from the universe. This also brings you a gentle warning, so this could have been a warning in the past. Your risk shouldn't be motivated by boredom, okay? This is a symbol of consequences as well as courage, all right? Your current energy, how apropos, number 4 again, so you're definitely protected. High Priestess of Water, perfect for water signs, right? All right. She's all about using her intuition and emotions stuff. All the watery things. This is to remind you that all things change because water is fluid, right? Like the powerful element she represents, water is a transforming element that flows in rivers, makes waves in the vast ocean, turns to hard, cold ice, and disperses as hot steam. That's what happens when fire and water mix, right? And cold ice, I guess that would be air. Water can change into snowflakes, white fluffy clouds, and rain. When you draw the symbol of water, it signifies a time when things in your life are changing shape right before your very eyes. Go with the flow, as these changes are powerful signs of wondrous experiences, lessons, and gifts. Even if you don't understand these changes at the moment, you will later. So it sounds like to me, if you're going with the flow, but bump, taking that leap of faith, but bump, the universe is going to have some layered experiences where it all makes sense in the end, right? Right now, you're collecting puzzle pieces, but there's not enough to actually put the puzzle together yet, all right? Moving forward, energy, you have number 42, 6. All right. 42 and breaks down to 6, confidence. Now, this card has come up with air signs. I think it came up with earth signs too. So that may be significant to somebody, okay? All right, confidence and courage. The time is now. This is your time. The world needs you. Much is going to be asked of you as you move through your life's challenges and receive gifts. You have everything you need to make the right decision. Walk with your head held high and take the next step towards your goal with confidence. The universe will be with you every step of the way. And your final guidance is number 2, the warrior. Okay, just thought of the Thin Lizzy song. That might be significant to somebody. When the warrior appears to you, it is such a fortunate sign that no matter what is happening to you in your life, you are truly protected. And you got 2 4s to back that up, all right? And remember, nothing happens to you, it happens for you. Okay, 4s again, ha ha. Because eventually you learn lessons and grow and evolve and gain gifts and clairs and all kinds of stuff in the process, right? Just got to keep taking those leaps of faith, right? And go with the flow and have that confidence. Whatever you are experiencing, all will be well. If it's regarding love, this card represents someone who is deeply committed, protective, and kind to you. Friendship and love are sacred, and these qualities are important for a relationship to grow. If this person doesn't have these qualities, then move on. Someone with a true warrior spirit will be sent instead, okay? Remember, life is about learning and discerning who is true and who is not. There's another message here to consider. Do you embody these qualities in yourself? Haha. Now is a good time to think about how committed you are to your path. Okay? So take it how it resonates. Also think about how in the past you might not have taken those risks, right? If that was the case. All right? Maybe you weren't paying attention to your intuition and following, going with the flow, seeing where things flowed to, right? Maybe you lacked confidence, Maybe you weren't focused. Maybe you were too slow or delayed or, or whatever the situation may be, right? You weren't in this cheetah energy like you are now, okay? So consider that. There may be circumstances that Spirit may want you to revisit, and that could be a lesson test kind of situation as well. Like if there's any unfinished business, right? That usually happens. Like where you didn't learn the lesson before, you learned it now with some new situation. Yeah, that may be something to go back to. It really just depends on what connections you have, right? And I'm saying that as a blueprint light worker, since love and friendship were brought up, which are 2 of the types of relationships that exist, possibly more. There's more than 4 or 5, but and I'm learning those. So this may be a recurrence of something from a past life too, okay? Coexist peacefully. So think about situations that weren't peaceful, right? I'm just looking at that risky thing, right? Where the cycles come back around, because confidence also showed up in air, and what was there was like cycles, and I think the moon was there too, which is also Cancer Pisces energy. There's also something in the fire signs as well. Another sign got the risk card. So you might want to check your other placements as well as see how this works out for you. See what resonates for you, okay? Use your intuition. Water signs are hella intuitive when they actually use it. And that is a superpower because it unlocks everything else. Okay? There you go, guys. Hopefully that helps, all right? Bye.